Is live.
Sir, I'm picking up something on the satellite. Give me a sec, I'm gonna tune it. Sir, I'm having a little interference. I'm checking it out right now. Hold on. I think we found him. Here we go.
You are listening to Wide Range Media Podcast.
Welcome everyone to a new episode of Wide Range Media live on YouTube. I'm your host Alex Figueroa, and my co-hosts are.
I'm Pablo.
And this is Ralph Perez from Strange Planet NYC. How you doing?
And all show notes are found at widerangemediapodcast.com. Videos and audios will be posted there. Before anything, I would just like to say is the website will be going down for 2 or 3 days this week because I'm going to re-update the whole website. But we're going to have all prior episodes and audios still on the website. Also, let's get in. Ralph, you have anything for Strange Planet?
No, just the latest video I had posted about the history of the Skywalker lightsaber in lieu of the upcoming film Star Wars: The Force. Sorry, you heard
Force
me.
Awakens.
Sorry, yeah, that was 2 years ago.
You haven't seen it yet, bro?
Yeah, I saw
It's pretty good.
I saw it's great. Star Wars, The Last Jedi. In lieu of that, I decided to do a whole little history lesson on that. And we still have that contest, right, Alex?
Yes. Also, the contest we still have the lightsaber, raised lightsaber. We have 300 and 100. You get Force Awakens, and you get a $25 Fandango gift card if we hit 100.
You can go see the movie.
So we have 80 to go.
We have 80 to go, but it might go up more. But also, you can pick up Shredder's new album, Face Strikes Twice, Odds of Eden's new album, Breaking the Matrix, and Shattered Pride EP and Fey Knight's Battlestar EP, all at gravelentertainment.com/store. So now let's get into our movie reviews. All right. So whatever you guys want to talk about, whoever want to go first in this.
I thought we had the jingle for that. No?
I don't have the jingle this week. My iPad kind of crapped out. But yeah.
I know I was waiting for that actually.
Oh, you all got used to the jingle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Thanks.
Let's all hum the jingle.
hi. I want to say hi to everybody that's live with us. How you guys doing? But Ralph or Pablo, you guys want to go first, or you want me to go first? Let's just start this off.
You go first. You go first.
All right, so I just want to do 2 reviews. One is the Punisher Netflix show.
Okay.
The Punisher.
I started watching them.
So the show non-spoiler. So I had a few problems with the show.
Okay.
It was very slow, and I'm kind of used to the whole Punisher, killing everybody, because we got used to the Daredevil season 2 version of Punisher when he killed all the mobsters and then he helped Daredevil at the end. You know what I mean? Like that fast-paced torture Punisher. Like I'm used to that. So this whole backstory, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, maybe for 2 episodes or 3. But the season kind of picked up after 10 episodes when you got to see a little bit of more of the Punisher, And to me, one thing, me and my cousin talked about this a lot. He's more of he doesn't care about the character's origin, or he doesn't care about the comic books as long as it's good on film. I wanted to ask, what do you guys think about that? In terms of, like, let's say they change Batman's background. Like, is that something that would piss you guys off?
You mean backstory?
Yeah, like their backstory. Let's say Thomas Wayne and Martha didn't die in an alleyway. He died in Costco.
That's blasphemous.
Yeah.
That's blasphemous.
Man. Yeah, there's some things that you just can't change, and something like that you just
exactly. An example of that would be, the end of Halloween, 1978. But I don't want to return to that topic again.
Oh my god. No,
that's right.
But I mean, in terms of like characters, like for instance, like in Justice League, Aquaman has powers that was never in the comic books. Would that bother you guys? Like, into the point that you go, I didn't read this in the comic book. Like, you guys
that
are
doesn't
altering.
bother me as much as because they did change some things with Spider-Man's powers in the movie. Some people had problems with it. Most people didn't.
Which Spider-Man?
Like, let's say the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, he was organic. He was never organic.
Exactly, that wasn't. So changing it like that, I don't have a problem with. So in terms of powers, I really don't have an issue with. What I do have an issue is when you change major backstories. Like, let's say in Spider-Man, instead of Uncle Ben dying, Aunt May dies.
Okay.
And then he's raised by, things like that. Those are drastic changes.
Yeah, you don't change those kind of things. You just don't.
But I mean, overall, for a season 1, for me, it's a season 1. You know, you're not going to get the best seasons. I mean, again, it's never going to top Daredevil season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest. Daredevil season 1 was just so phenomenal. But Punisher was at a good start. Someone said, sorry, I love the Punisher, Alex. Azul told me this in our chat. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not saying that it's horrible. I'm just saying that it took 10 years just to get to the point that I wanted in terms of the of Punisher. Second, the Crisis on Earth X. That is the crossover between Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, The Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay.
It's way better than Justice League. I'm going to tell you right now. The way they put the whole team together, 10 times better than a 2-hour movie that they took 10 years to do. And this is a TV show.
Wow.
But so I'm gonna be if you guys really sit down and maybe if you guys can find it on the on demand, because I know on demand will have it. If you guys could check it out, it's a really good storyline. I'm up to part 4. There's 4 parts of the TV show, and it's really good. I'm gonna be really honest with you. It's a really good story, and I was more intrigued with that than Justice League. Honestly, they did a really good job with it, and I mean, that's why I got to see it, because I know you guys haven't seen it. We are going to talk about the Star Wars Battlefront 2.
That's Victim Azul, which is, guys, my partner in crime from Horror and Coffee. That's Victor right there.
Hey, Victor, welcome.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Victor? We're going to talk about that Battlefield once the guys go.
Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront. Once the guys give their reviews. But in terms of Infinity Crisis, Infinity Crisis. Crisis on Earth X is a long time. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. It was a great story. You guys?
Yeah, Ralph, why don't you go?
Yeah, you're all over the place. So I'm gonna talk about right now what I've experienced, the stuff I wanted to talk about. Is that what I'm hearing?
What you saw.
What I saw. Like I started watching The Punisher. I liked what I've seen so far. Mm-hmm. I haven't gone deep in, so I can't really say much about it. Mm-hmm. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I'm going to switch up something right now. Mm-hmm. This past weekend, The Walking Dead announced that the crossover character from is actually from Walking Dead to Fear the Walking Dead. We were thinking it was going to be the other way around, from somebody from Fear the Walking Dead to The Walking Dead. It turned out to be, and I failed to remember the guy's name, the guy who plays Morgan. He's going from The Walking Dead to Fear the Walking Dead. As a matter of fact, he started shooting a couple of days ago in Texas, the 4th season of Fear the Walking Dead with that cast. So the thing that, first of all, I was completely surprised. I didn't expect that. I was actually thinking that it was going to be Abraham, the guy who played Abraham. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The guy who played Abraham, because I remembered the storyline. He was from like Texas. He was from that far out. So Mexico and all that, where that's happening in Fear the Walking Dead is near there. So I was thinking, oh, maybe, that's how they're going to do it. Since it does, the timeline is farther back, but they did this instead. So I'm like, wait a minute, how does that work? And the only way in my brain that makes sense is that if they did a serious time jump, and that Morgan does not die in The Walking Dead season 8, the current season it's in now, but that he's gonna just go away. He's gonna be like, he's probably gonna say, Rick, I gotta go. I gotta go find myself. I'm going crazy. And he's gonna just go walk with his stick and his backpack and go west, and then boom. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. So any other way just does not make sense.
So you're telling me that the Walking Dead universe is doing something that doesn't make sense?
only oh, Pablo, only if they do something different from what I just suggested.
Did they say when that crossover is going to occur?
Next season. They already started shooting.
Well, they just signed I mean, I know this is supposed to be on a news topic, but Ralph brought it up. They just signed Maggie Grace for the Fear of Walking Dead cast. She's the girl from Taken. The daughter, yes.
Oh,
so
okay.
She's a good actress. But
very good, very good.
So go ahead, Ralph, give us your movie review.
My movie review. Oh yes, I saw. You know what it is? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have not. I'm so used to us doing the movie reviews towards the end of the podcast, so we're in the very beginning. So I'm still in that other mode. That's an excuse. Okay, moving on. 1970s. In the mid 1970s, a horror film came out
called Halloween.
Low budget, not Halloween, but it was a movie called. And I think Victim Asu knows this, is Devil Dog, the Hound from Hell. Yeah, take that. Now, I'm not talking about the cake. I'm talking about an actual dog.
You know, it's funny. That sounds like a cartoon from the 80s. You know what I mean? Like Devil Dog.
It might as well have been, because
cartoon.
I sat down and saw it, and I said, I'm going to watch this. I remember seeing it as a kid too. I was like about 7, 8 years old when I saw it on TV, and then I decided to see it again. And I said, wow, I remember this movie. And the movie is basically the idea is this: a bunch of devil worshippers had a German Shepherd impregnated by the devil. I know. And then you know what happens?
That's a kid.
Wait. Yes. Well, they don't show the impregnation happening. They just, but you get the idea. And
that's what I wanted.
And then, I want to see that, right? But what happens is that the dog gives birth to a whole bunch of puppies, and they sell the puppies off. Well, I know. It's funny. They sell the puppies off to different people in different places, and apparently these puppies are like of the devil, and they try to, one particular family takes their gets a puppy from some person selling it, or not selling but giving them away after the tragic loss of their current dog. They said, "Oh, we're here." Their daughter is all distraught, and the wife is distraught. Here, we got a new dog. Here's a little puppy. Well, that's what you do with dogs. As soon as they die, you get another one, and that's the end of it. And then here's the dog. And then the dog grows up, and it's a regular German Shepherd. They love the dog and everything, but then bad things start happening in the house. The family members start to act funny. They seem to have been taken possession by the devil dog. The husband is trying to fight this off, right? And he knows there's something wrong, and he finally realizes it's the dog, so he tries to go get help from somewhere. And he goes to South America and talks to this old man living in the mountains somewhere, and he shows him how to kill the devil dog. Tells him to draw this eye. I know, I'm just saying. Anyway, it's one of those.
Continue
with the eye in your head.
Well, he fights the devil dog with the eye.
You sure you weren't watching episode of Mystery Science Theater?
Absolutely not. But you know what? They should have put that on there.
Or Life Force.
Because and it's one of those old horror movies that you could just appreciate for what it just was. It was a horror movie that came out in the mid 70s. Didn't have much substance at all. My biggest question right now, honestly, is okay. So these Satanists did this. What were they going to accomplish?
I thought you were gonna say what was the biggest question? Does it still hold up?
It won't. It doesn't. It didn't hold up back then.
Oh Lord!
It didn't hold up back then. My problem is that why it didn't make sense. The movie makes no sense. Why would these devil worshippers do that? At least in The Omen, when a jackal was impregnated by the devil to give birth to Damien Thorne, the idea was clear: give birth to the Antichrist to take over the world. Okay, you got a goal here. What a bunch of whole puppies. What are you going to do with a whole bunch of puppies? You're going to give them out to random families and then make their lives a living hell, literally? That's it? That's it? That's your accomplishment? Get out of here.
That's pretty bad. All right, Pablo, what's your movie?
All right. The movie that I saw this weekend, and I've been wanting to really review this on the podcast for since I saw it last Thursday, and that was Disney Pixar's Coco.
Okay.
And all right.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and this is totally non-spoiler review of the movie. And so I was thinking, how am I going to approach this? There was many different ways that I could have approached how to start this review, and this is what I came up with. Every now and then, a movie comes along that just not only speaks to you, but really, it really it really leaves an impact, like a lasting impact on it, the experience of it. And that's why we go to the movies, or that's why we watch movies, because we want to experience the movies, right? Not just watch a movie, but to experience it, to be able to relate either to the major characters, or maybe to the plot, or something that's going on. You want to relate to it. And this movie did that to me on a couple of fronts. One, it was a story about a musician, or an aspiring musician, a young boy who wanted to become a musician, and had to make a decision and a choice, and the sacrifices that a musician or an artist makes. So I was able to relate to that. And then the other one was to finally be able to see on the big screen in a major motion picture with a large budget, a Spanish family, a Latino family, and the culture of the of Latino and the Latino community. But not only seeing in the big screen, but it does well. They got it right. It wasn't stereotypical. It wasn't a stupid accent. It wasn't someone playing a Hispanic. And they got it right. So I was able to really relate to that. Those two things aside, the movie is just a masterpiece. It is first of all, Pixar just raised the bar on the level of animation and technology. The movie is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's colorful. The background and the backdrop looks so real. It's that there were times in which you forget that you're watching an animated movie. You feel like you're watching a real movie. One of the problems with animated movies, or CGI movies, not CGI movies, computer animated movies, right? Was that when it first came out, like Toy Story and Monsters Inc. and all those early movies, was that they really couldn't get the human characters right. So they made they didn't make them look lifelike, because it looked pretty creepy. And there was a few movies that did that. I'm trying to think. It was Final Fantasy. Remember Final Fantasy, the animated movie?
I am desperately trying to remember that.
I think I know what you're talking about, but that movie was like that.
That's the point. They wanted to, and I remember when the movie came out, and I was reading about it. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to make an animated movie that was so lifelike. And the movie came out looking creepy, and just it didn't work.
You know what movie that movie Coco reminded me of? When I saw the preview to it, I said, "Hey, that's similar, eerily similar to I mean, I guess I was wrong, because apparently it's about something else completely different. But it gave me the same sense and feel as the Book of Life. Remember that one?
By Guillermo del Toro. Yeah.
Yes. I thought, and I know it's different. I know it's different.
Yeah, it's completely, it's different, even though it does take place in the same holiday.
Okay, so the holiday is involved. Okay, yeah. I thought I made, that's how I made the connection. Okay, yeah, got it.
But the point I was trying to make is that in this movie is human characters. Kind of like The Incredibles, right? The Incredibles was really Pixar's, I think, first attempt as where it didn't deal with like animals or toys or anything like that. But even in The Incredibles, they made all the humans look a little cartoony, right? But this one they didn't. They really didn't. They really made it look like lifelike in a sense, and it worked. So in terms of the technology, like it's getting there, and the movie is just a masterpiece. And I'm telling you, I can't. It just left such an impression on me. It clearly shot up to the front as the best Pixar movie by far. And I mean, if you look at Pixar's catalog. I mean, they got some, they got some amazing movies. I mean, up there in terms of like the best Pixar movies that I had before this one. They're interchangeable, but like my top three were like Monsters Inc. I love Monsters Inc. That was like my favorite. Incredibles is like up there, and Finding Nemo. Like those were like my top three.
Yeah, I love Pixar movies. There's so many Pixar movies out there that really made an impact for me. I loved Toy Story 3 was like the most powerful.
And the director of Toy Story 3 did this one along with another director. Like it was the two directors who did it, and one was a Latino director. And yeah, and so as far as that, and also the movie is very dark. Even though it's a kids movie, it has a lot of adult themes, and it's very, very dark. I mean, there's two major twists in the movie that's just very dark, and it's a tearjerker. I'm telling you, the last 10, 15 minutes of it.
Alex wants to know if you cried.
I mean,
he said tearjerker, so I kind of presumed that he was like.
I get emotional, and I get emotional inside movies, but very rarely do I like cry. Like I get emotional, I feel for the characters if the story is well. Yeah. But in this one, because they earned it, because the story is so well put together, the characters are so rich and lifelike that they earned that moment. And towards the end, forget it. I was a mess. The whole theater, it was a mess.
People were like, "Oh,
yeah." The whole place was so quiet, and then you hear like sniffles, like,
"Oh man!"
The whole thing.
All right.
Let me ask you something real quick. Toy Story 3. Did you see that in the movie theater?
I did see it in the movie.
You remember towards the end? Like
it was moving. It was
moving emotional. And I mean, I remember sitting in the theater at Toy Story 3, looking around, and I'm seeing like grown fathers, you know,
and they're like,
you know,
I get it. I totally.
That was this movie and more.
Jose in the chat room said that Andy's mom in Toy Story was creepy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if you go back and look at the original Toy Story, I mean, they didn't focus on the humans. They focused on the toys. The humans were they were like the adults in Charlie Brown, like in the background.
Right, you couldn't see them. Right.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. But yeah, and so they look a little creepy. I mean, they got much better with the animation, obviously.
Over time.
But anyway, overall, Coco not only is my favorite Pixar movie, but it is one of my favorite movies. I mean, it's been years since I've seen a movie that really. I think the last movie that I seen that like just really left an impression on me was probably maybe The Dark Knight. I mean, to the point to that.
You cried on The Dark Knight?
I ain't crying.
No, I'm not. I just want clarity.
Yeah, Pablo was sniffing. You. This is Joker. The Joker.
No, I ain't crying. Dark Knight.
You said
Dark Knight Rises. No, just kidding. No, but I mean, in terms of a movie that just was on another in another league, like in a different level.
Gotcha.
Dark Knight was like that. I mean, there's been great movies throughout. I mean, even this year, if you look at the movies that came out this year, there's a lot of great movies.
And it's the lowest of the years in terms of box office.
Yeah, sadly, it's like crazy. I mean, we started off the year with like Get Out, which was a great horror movie.
John Wick 2.
Well, John Wick was good. If the first John Wick came out this year, then I would have said, oh, you know, John Wick 2 was good. It wasn't bad. But I'm talking about movies that were like outstanding, like Get Out, Logan. We had Logan this year.
Oh, Logan was great.
That's a great movie. We had Wonder Woman, which to me, I feel like that was really.
That's the best DC film.
Oh yeah, by far.
To date.
So we had some great movies this year, but this one, I'm telling you, this one is just I don't think we're gonna see. Well, for me, I'm not gonna see another Pixar movie that's going to reach this for me. Mm-hmm. And again, a lot of it is personal because of the musician and the sacrifice, and I was able to relate to that. Like we have to choose between family and being an artist and the sacrifices that you make being an artist and really trying to make it. And I mean that just left such an impression on me. I mean,
I gotta see it because as a musician myself, I know I can, I know that I'll be able to relate to that. I really want to see it.
Yeah, it's such a great movie. I mean, my goodness, I've and the music is amazing. I mean, the music is amazing. The kid who plays Miguel, I mean, he has an amazing voice, and he has this one song called Poco Loco, like a little crazy.
The Coco Loco,
No, Poco Loco,
oh, I think it's a
like a
Coco
little
Loco.
crazy.
You put in pineapple
Yeah.
like the pina colada.
Yeah, and
I-
it's my favorite song. I mean, it's such a great song, and I mean, just the whole soundtrack is great. The singing is great. The acting is great. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on, which I probably did. I'm sorry. I spent like 20 minutes.
Well-
talking. I can
Well,
talk all night on this.
actually, we got some good responses here. Victor said on Coco, got to see that. Pablo and I have the same taste. He wants to see Coco.
Yep.
Jose
Yeah.
Rosado said Pablo going to be the first in line to see The Incredibles 2.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
there
can't
you
wait for that.
So there's that. I actually saw, and I failed to mention this earlier. I saw Wonder.
I heard that was good.
You talked about that last week.
No, I didn't because I didn't see it last week. I wasn't around last week. Actually,
oh, you know what we did? We had the meeting.
I wasn't here.
In our pre-production.
And the pre-production meeting.
Pre-production notes.
And I kept saying, don't talk about it. Save it for the podcast.
I saw Wonder with the kids, and because they wanted to see it, so I was like, ugh. I thought I was gonna be bored out of my mind. I actually enjoyed it. It was really good. It had, you know, for those of you who don't know, it's about a kid with a, you know, with a deformality. You know, he has a problem with. He was born with issues physically, and you know, growing up, you know, homeschooled, he finally goes to school, like around junior high school, I believe. And he goes through these experiences. He makes friends, he makes enemies, you know, the whole thing about life and all that. It has so much ups and downs. It's a tearjerker. You're laughing one minute, you're hating this kid the next minute for being such a jerk, for picking on the main character, you know, and you see it from the different angles, also from the other characters, his sister, his teacher, his, you know, so it's all over the place. But it's a very good movie. It was well made. Very well made, and I enjoyed it. I found myself loving it. I was like, "Wow, this was a good movie." I enjoy, you know, and and there's some Star Wars cameos that show up in this movie. Because the kid in Wonder, because the kid who's
don't spoil it.
No, I'm not. I didn't say who. I'm telling you is that the kid in the movie is a big
characters are in the movie.
No. I didn't say anything. He's a big Star Wars fan, so. He imagines stuff, and stuff keeps popping up, and it's kind of cool when you see it because I could relate. Because once upon a time, I was a kid and I had these similar,
like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory when he talks to Captain Neutron or whatever his name is, character. He's
more or less
okay.
maybe in that realm, I guess. You know,
Wonder got 84% Rotten Tomato, Coco 97%.
Wow, two good films. Definitely go see them, people.
All right, so let's get into the bread and butter of this whole thing.
Oh boy,
Avengers: Infinity War trailer.
Oh my!
Well,
God,
the teaser trailer first. Let's talk about the teaser trailer. Have you seen the teaser trailer? Did you guys see the teaser trailer? I gave you guys homework.
I didn't see.
I'm not talking about the trailer. I'm not talking about the trailer.
The teaser yesterday.
The teaser where it says tomorrow, and then they show all the fans reacting to it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I had mixed feelings about that.
Why?
Okay. Why?
I mean, you're releasing a teaser to the trailer to a movie. You know, I mean, come on, that's
but you gotta see
it on the nose.
Well, no, but I thought it was pretty cool because you saw it throughout the years. The fans of Marvel getting excited for the projects. So
I know, and that's why I said I had mixed feelings. I think they saved it when they showed that, and I think it was they were kind of like fan service. So okay, so that was cool. But then that's not the first time that a movie did a teaser for a trailer. Okay. And that's the problem that I have. That's the issue that I have.
Yeah, it's kind of like being pre-engaged. Well, you don't do that. You're either engaged or you're not. Stop it.
Well, the thing that's funny about the teaser trailer, right? That
no, the teaser to the trailer.
The teaser to the trailer.
Because that I also have a teaser to the movie.
No, but what I was laughing about.
Okay.
With the whole thing is, imagine if they do DC fan reaction, because I tell you right now, people are like, yo, this thing is crap. You hear boop, like, oh my God, this is bad review. When the hell did this boop? And then they go 2016. Justice League. Then you go, oh my god, this movie looks like crap. Like the whole DC 4 films, I bet you it's so bad reactions that you're not getting the Marvel teaser trailer. Because they're gonna be like, oh, the Man of Steel, and then you sit there and you're like, oh wow, it looks good. And then you see them coming out of the theater going, when the hell did Superman destroy Metropolis with Generals? This is a crappy movie. Then next thing you know, what was the next one? Oh, Batman v Superman. And you see the trailer reaction, they're like, oh, Batman. Remember the Comic-Con one when everyone saw it? They were like, oh my god! And you see everyone going crazy, And then when they come out the theater, they were like, what the hell is this about? Bruce Wayne fell asleep on his desk and he ended up, what the hell is that? And then Suicide Squad, you going, oh, the Joker and Harley Quinn, and then we come out the theater and say, damn, Joker was only in the movie for 5 minutes, man. He was only in the movie for 5 minutes. What they trying to do? Zack Snyder, he don't know what he's doing. And then Justice League come out, and then they go, we're going to bring out the Justice League. And then Henry Cavill goes on stage, and you go, but didn't they kill you in Batman v Superman? Why are you on stage?
Why you have a mustache?
And you have a mustache. Like, what was going on? And then when you see the trailer, you're like, this is not a good movie. Like this is CGI galore. And then when you come out the theater, you're like, damn, this movie was, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't hate it. That's the DC fan reaction film. I'm going to put one together just for the hell of it.
that would be great, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to do my own Alex DC reaction trailer. Like, and they go, I hate this movie. God damn it. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Honestly. And that was like, and they went through the years. So I thought it was pretty cool because they went through all the years. And showing the fans getting excited. Because I was like, man, DC don't get fans excited like that. You just go, oh, this is going to be another wacky movie.
Well, Jose wants to know about the Avengers Infinity War trailer.
Now, the trailer itself. You know, it's weird because they never show the Comic-Con trailer. And I thought that trailer was 10 times better than the trailer they released. If you all remember what the trailer was for Comic-Con.
I never saw the Comic-Con
trailer. The Comic-Con trailer started with Thor hitting the ship of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then they pull him in. Mm-hmm. And then Rocket says, I think we should kill him. That's the first thing he says. And then he woke up, and then anyway, then they show all like fast-paced action.
Yeah.
But you know, I thought it was more of a like you go, wow, this one was all right. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, we all know it's gonna be better than Justice League, but
well, you know what? I didn't see the Comic-Con one, and Pablo, you said you didn't see it either. But you finally saw it, right?
I saw the actual trailer that dropped today, but I never saw the Comic-Con.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So therefore, you and I are gonna have a different kind of like angle from it than Alex, because Alex has something to compare it to.
Yeah.
I mean,
when I saw it this morning, I was like, wow, this is gonna be good.
No, it looks good, but it's funny because in the Comic-Con trailer they showed more characters, like Ant-Man. They showed more other people on the screen.
Yeah.
Like
just so many.
Yeah, it's way too many people. So I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, it was a pretty good trailer. But one part of the trailer reminded me of John Wick, when Black Panther was like, "Can someone please get this man a shield?" And then Captain America walked out like with the big beard, like.
Wait a minute, is that who that was?
Yeah, it was Captain America.
I didn't recognize him
because he has a beard.
What they doing with the beard?
He had they CGI'd a beard on him,
and he grew his hair. He grew his hair. I didn't recognize him. I swear. Yeah. Oh, that's
what he said. He was like, "Can someone get this man a shield?" And then
he's leading when they're all like together towards the end. He's leading them. He's in the middle.
Yeah, he looked like the Rock in Scorpion King when he said "Kota, Kota," and they all started running.
That is okay.
I was just joking. No, but I thought it was a really cool trailer. The only thing that bothered me was the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man senses.
Why did it bother you?
Because I'm trying to figure out for the love of God. First of all, they never showed Spider-Man senses even in Homecoming, which I thought was stupid.
I'm sorry. I'm reading the live chat.
What it says.
Emma said Infinity War trailer was better than the whole Batman v Superman movie.
Well, the Infinity trailer was better than all 4 films. And even Wonder Woman. So I can't even help you with that. Okay. Let's see. Avengers 3 is more about Thanos recovering the stones and his minions fighting the Avengers. The 4th movie is going to be the real battle. And then it says Thanos will with all the stones versus the entire. Oh, so they're basically killing off people anyway.
Well, it's part of the Infinity Gauntlet series.
Yeah,
from the comics.
But in terms of the Spider-Man thing, the Spiders, I always thought they should have did the cartoon that he gets to see the pre thing like before it happens.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I actually thought that was pretty cool the way they did it.
What is it? Hair stand up. My hair stands up even when I walk in the room. I have spider senses.
No, you're probably just cold, Alex.
I think so.
It's a different take, and I think everyone understood what that was. His spider senses. And maybe he doesn't even know it yet because in the Homecoming he doesn't have the spider sense,
which was retarded.
Why?
Because it makes no sense. Didn't he have? Well, I mean, again,
but he's still discovering his powers.
I don't know.
I thought it was fine. I thought it
was
well.
too. I know people were complaining what happened to the Spidey sense in Homecoming. All right. Yeah, look, it was Homecoming was awesome.
So.
It's not that I didn't hate nothing. That's like just certain things that I think is retarded with the comic books. If you're gonna take away that's like taking away Batman's gadgets or Aquaman. They added new powers to him. Like it's just like spider senses was like the top thing that it's like I would love to see in the first one, especially the scene in the Washington D.C. with the elevator. His spider senses would have been all tingly all over the place.
He's still discovering his powers because he's still young. So
yeah, just take it from that angle, and then you'll see how this slowly develops. It gets better.
Yeah, with $1 billion suit. Yeah, he's developing his.
He got rocked in the trailer though.
Huh? He got his butt whooped. Thanos gave him the tate quieto all over the place.
He fell down like when someone gets knocked down and they just like go unconscious and
just like a spider. He smacked him and he just stood like he's still right there. But look, this is 5 people that everyone wants to see die in the Infinity War.
Who?
It's an article. They're saying the 5 characters.
Okay.
Number 5 is Drex.
Okay.
No, I don't think they're gonna kill Drax though.
I never said I hated Punisher. I just said the story stunk for Punisher. I thought the character Punisher is great. The story was kind of weak. So those guys don't start throwing stuff in my mouth. Word up.
No.
I just said the first season was kind of lame, but the character is great. Now
I know what pushes Alex's button, so if you guys need stuff, you let me know.
No, don't start with the Christian Bale crap because we'll go at it.
Yeah, Alex hates Christian Bale.
I hate Christian Bale. All right,
and Ghostbusters reboot.
Yo, don't not get me going with that crap. All right, so Drex is number 5. I don't know. I don't care about Drex anyway. I thought he was number 4, Vision, which we kind of saw in the trailer. Okay. He was getting his butt whooped anyway. They were taking that stone out.
But yeah, he has one of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, Loki.
That would be if they kill off Loki. But if they
unless
kill off Loki,
unless he goes bad evil.
No, I can see that. I can see Loki.
Loki. Number 2.
I'm thinking characters that will have a big impact. Like Vision, if he dies, okay, but I don't. And Drax
that trailer kind of looked like he killed him.
Yeah, it looks like
right?
He's
gonna bite the dust.
Maybe.
Number 2, Tony Stark's, which he's getting paid too much, so they're gonna have to take him out the series.
I think that's what you need to look at. Look at the payroll.
The payroll.
Look at how much they're making. Then you know who's dying and who's not.
And then number 1, Captain America.
Yeah, those 2.
Yeah, those 2. They were like, yo, dudes, their $50 million contracts gotta go.
That Spider-Man suit CGI is expensive. we need to pay it somehow.
Nick said that in the second Thor movie, they basically told you who was going to die in the Avengers.
In the second Thor
who did they say, Nick? Because honestly, I don't remember that movie.
Dark Legacy
just came out.
No, Thor 2.
Oh, the second Thor. Okay.
That's with the blood elf or what it was. That she took the blood of the elves or something. She had these weird powers. Natalie Portman. Chances are that Captain America dies in the Infinity War because Marvel failed in the Civil War film.
That's my buddy Jamel talking right there about that. Yeah,
Jamel looked like he didn't like Civil War.
No, yeah, well,
said it.
Dark World. That's it.
Dark World. Yeah.
Dark World.
Wow, the stream is going crazy today.
Yeah, everyone's. Oh, look at that! Captain America does die. Bucky takes over the mantle.
That's a good theory. That's
well,
a good theory.
there was a lot of points in the Marvel movies that Bucky holds the shield when he first fought him.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of makes sense.
And War Machine kind of takes over for Iron Man. So I can see that too.
And then they got the Spanish Spider-Man coming in too.
No, Spider-Man? What?
No. Morales. Huh? They're not going to put a Spanish.
It's going to be for a while.
No, they're not going to put.
What do they call him? Spider-Man?
No.
Sony's not going to let them.
Yeah. 100% hated Civil War.
Jamel did not like Civil War.
It's fact. It happened in the comics.
That's Victor telling
us. But they might change it from the comics.
Well, look at DC. They changed everything from the comics. Look how they went. It bombed diggity D.
Yeah, it's not that
but I mean, look, from the trailer, it looks great. The only thing, I'm still with the Thanos CGI thing, but after watching what's his name, Steppenwolf or whatever.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah, Steppenwolf. You can't get any worse than that. So I don't mind Thanos.
But here's the thing with Thanos. Like I know who's the actor that's playing him.
Josh Brolin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we can even see
his face.
Yeah, we can see it in his face that he looks like him. Well, here's my thing, and here's the difference. And I don't want to compare Justice League with this, but all I'm comparing is just CGI and villain. In the trailer, in the Avengers trailer, it looks like it doesn't look like his face looks like it's CGI, but not completely. I think they did some
you're talking about Thanos, right?
Yeah. I think they did motion capture.
Like the Hulk.
Okay.
Like the Hulk or like the Planet of the Apes. Like that type. I think that's the thing with Thanos. Whereas Steppenwolf, that was complete CGI.
Yeah.
That was not motion capture. That was just straight up CGI. And you can tell the difference because Thanos looks real. Like I really like if I find out that that's really him in like makeup, I would be like, you know what? Yeah, I can see that because I really couldn't tell the difference. But then when you see a close up of Steppenwolf, you clearly see.
Yeah, when he's talking,
it's CGI, straight up CGI.
Well, in terms of Thanos, I thought it was good, and it's pretty cool that they didn't show all of Josh Brolin's face because he is Cable in Deadpool 2, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Going, damn, he's acting like two characters in the Marvel universe. You know what I mean? Like he's Cable,
I get that
person. And it's like, oh, now he's the main villain. Like, pick a role already, bro.
We have a few.
There's a lot of people talking.
Yeah, right Ralph, maybe you can go to the live chat and kind of like just read off a couple of things, and we can.
Victor wasn't happy with Jamel's comment about Civil War. He, Victor loves the Marvel movies and TV shows, so he's a big fan of that. So he just doesn't understand why people would not like it. So Jamel, you got something to say for that?
Well, no, it says here, Nick says, I think you guys hit it on the head. The payroll will determine who lives or dies. And then Victor says Civil War was awesome. What's wrong with your friend, Ralph?
It's all right. It's all right. Everybody has their taste. It's okay.
And then Emma says that Thanos' voice over is great. I thought his voice was pretty good. I thought it was pretty
much echo or delay or in modulation. Nothing.
I know you know. Who's the bad villain? It was more Apocalypse from X-Men. His voice was god awful.
And that was a good actor.
We shall build a better one.
Yeah, that was a good actor. That was
Oscar
Isaac.
Yeah,
Oscar,
yeah. He was god awful. That Apocalypse movie was like throw it out.
I liked Apocalypse.
You liked
X-Men Apocalypse?
I liked it.
Really?
Now you're all looking at me like I'm crazy.
I'm shocked.
I'm very shocked too. I'm like,
Jamel has a question. Who would win, Darkseid or Thanos?
Well, I don't know about Darkseid because Justice League crapped out of it, so I can't tell you who will win. But Nick says Darkseid because he reads DC.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Wow,
there's your answer, Jamel.
Yeah, Darkseid will get.
I'm not very familiar with Darkseid.
I love X-Men Apocalypse, Ralph. Oh, there you go, Ralph. You got two people that like.
There you go. You see? You see? There you go. Yeah. There you go. I'm telling you, I liked it too. Thank you, Emma. Thank you.
Maybe your buddy preferred Devil Dogs than Civil War. X-Men Apocalypse was too busy and it was all over the place.
I agree with that.
I totally agree with that too. Me and who's that? That's Nina.
That's Nina.
Yeah. Yes. We're there. Yeah.
Oh, Nick liked Apocalypse also.
Oh, dude, me and you are DC brothers, and now you just ruined it. You just destroyed that moment.
No, all right. So, bottom line, Avengers trailer.
It's a thumbs up. 2018 is looking good for the Marvel.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me tell you, and you know,
you got Black Panther too.
That looks good.
Oh man, I can't wait for Black Panther.
Panther looks good.
Yeah, and you see Black Panther in this trailer too, so it's kind of like on the heels of that. So it's kind of like it's making that connection. So people are like, whoa.
My theory is that one of the Infinity Stones is in Wakanda. Is that the place, the mystical place where Black Panther comes from?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's my theory, that one of the Infinity Stones is there, and that is going to play a big part in.
Well, who has one? Guardians of the Galaxy, Vision, and there's 2 more, right? Because there's 4 stones.
Did
Thor have one?
Loki took it. At the end of the last movie, Loki saw the Tesseract.
That's right. Isn't that one of the Infinity Stones?
And nobody said anything, but we all knew he took it. In fact, you see him holding it in the trailer.
That's interesting. Very, he is holding the Tesseract. I mean, you do see him.
Because he took it.
No. You're right on that. Ralph, you saw Justice League. Did you get to see it?
I did not. I've been running around busy, but I want to see it so bad so I can just say what I think about it. But I do want to talk about Star Wars Battlefront, but we'll wait for the right moment. We'll
do that. Jamel said, did anyone see Crisis on Earth X crossover? I talked about it in the beginning, and it was really good, Jamel. It was a good story. Better than Justice League. That crap. Thanos already has 2 stones. Oh, that's why in the trailer he already had the purple and blue.
That's right.
So they're ripping off Vision and then whatever the other one is.
Jose's telling me don't watch. Oh, don't watch what?
Justice League. Everyone's warning you not to go.
Even if it sucks, I gotta see it though. That way I can say it sucks. You know, that's my job, right?
Yeah, you can. I
gotta try at least.
Yeah, you have to.
Maybe I should
for yourself.
Pay for that mustache CGI in theater. The mustache. All right, let's go to some Star Wars.
Okay,
Ralph, I'll let you lead into that.
Okay, well, just a couple of days ago, CNBC put this out, and there's been this controversy. Victor told me about this a few days ago. I was hanging out with him, and he was the one who first brought it up to me, and I was like, really? The video game Star Wars Battlefront 2, which came out earlier this month, is in trouble. And the reason why it's in trouble is because it's apparently the people who made the game is making it out to be of a game where you have to still buy or purchase weapons and things like that to get to the higher levels. Kind of similar to what you do in apps on your phone, except this time it's on a PlayStation, an actual video game. Nobody foresaw this, especially Disney or Lucasfilm. So now they're jumping on top of EA, which is the company that created Star Wars Battlefront. In fact, I'll read it right here. Leading gaming YouTube personalities believe EA will be forced to change its practices after the Star Wars Battlefront 2 microtransaction controversy. It's called a microtransaction. It's akin to gambling. And when you have children doing that, that's ethically wrong. That's just wrong.
Wow.
So Star Wars, so Disney stepped in and said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Which implies that they didn't know they were going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. That's a big problem. The shareholders, the stocks went down 8.5%,
which is $3 billion in stock wiped out.
Exactly.
Is this EA?
So this video game,
EA.
This
but
video
they're gonna make it trouble. Yeah, but they're gonna make it back with FIFA. So
that's their bread and butter.
That's their bread and butter is FIFA. Those games are ridiculous.
Yeah, but
even Nina's saying it. Nina's saying it. In Battlefront, you have to purchase some of the levels, so you can't finish them all.
Yeah.
And Emma's still talking about Thor.
The Dark World. That part 2
has one of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah. So and that's the thing. Star Wars is like is legendary. It's an iconic brand. It's been around, right? We all know this, and to be messed with these people to EA to do this to that video game, so that people could, kids develop this idea and this mentality in their head is that if I put enough money down on this, I can get this, right? Mm-hmm. That's not cool. I really, in my view, that is definitely not cool. And I'm glad they're chopping this down, because it's like, and the video game looks great, and that's the thing that's sad about it. I was gonna get it. I'm not buying it now.
Oh, well,
revise that, joint, and then I'll reconsider. But until
Jamel said, I played Battlefront 2 multiplayer, and I never spent actual money to play better. Only idiots cheat to win.
Yeah, but that's multiplayer. I think if you want to play like a solo story mode,
you can play solo. You just got to rack up hours to unlock characters.
Or it looks like you have to purchase something in order to continue.
Yes.
Yeah, but like Jamel said, if you want to, you could do it. If
like an example is you can't. Yeah, but here's how it works.
Right. I don't think it's a matter of if. I think it's you have to.
Right. Here's the problem. This is what I was told, that if you want to, let's say you have a certain kind of weapon or weapons, and you can't move forward because the other person in the game has better weapons than you.
Yeah, but that's multiplayer.
And they keep. Okay, but but it tempts you to want to buy more weapons.
Yeah, I see that too.
No, right. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying is you could play the game without spending money. Like if you play just the campaign, not to play. Like I play certain games, I don't play multiplayer. I just play campaign and I'm just done. Like I'm.
Nina said it. The children who played Battlefront might buy levels without their parents knowing. It takes a big chunk out of their money.
The PlayStation has your credit card. So.
The PlayStation has the credit card information, and when the kids are in the heat of the moment, I gotta buy this thing, and then they buy it, and then later on, the mom and dad is like, what is this?
Later on, it goes right to your phone the minute you purchase it. They don't know later on. The minute they purchase it, someone's getting their ass whooped.
Yeah,
it's not no purchase. Yeah, you're gonna get the lightsaber whooping. Victor says single player is 4 hours long. Well, damn, I could do that in a blink of an eye.
Really?
The multiplayer is the real sale of this game, not the single player game. Well,
okay, but isn't but that's where the gambling issue kicks in, right?
Because they force everybody to play. That's pretty much.
And see, I really don't play video games, so I don't know much about this. The only video games that I can tell you is like the old Mario games and Zelda. But when you say multiplayer, you talking about online playing?
Yeah, multiplayer like 50 on 50.
Oh,
so you're playing Rebels versus Empire, or mixed of everybody fighting each other.
So you're playing online, and if somebody has a better weapon, the only way we can get it if you buy it. And
okay,
I can see that. Yeah, I can see how that.
Jamel said I pre-ordered the game and I got Rey and Kylo Ren and a whole bunch of stuff. So, I mean, it's either way. I mean, they forced the whole gaming industry. Once they started doing collector's edition and all that stuff, that's when everything went downhill.
Yeah.
Oh, it says true. Remember when Paulie spent 110 on apps purchases 5 years ago? Oh my God. What game was that?
You know what? Let us move on.
Yeah, man. But in terms of Star Wars, I got some good stuff. Ryan Johnson said that.
I'm sorry, Alex.
We're moving on now.
Yeah, we are moving on, but a few people in the live chat are.
Pablo doesn't play games. What's the world coming to? Pablo still plays Atari.
Listen. Let me tell you something about Atari. Atari is hands down the greatest home video game system ever created ever in the universe. Okay, that ET game is by far
that ET game was in a dump buried in landfill.
I remember buying ET.
The most exciting part of
the
I was so excited and playing it, and then when you get stuck in that pit and you can't
get out. That's when you take out the game and we'll throw it in the landfill.
Oh my goodness. Raiders of the Lost Ark was similar to that, but at least you were able to beat that.
Oh,
Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah, for Atari 2600. Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was
I don't even remember that.
Are you talking about Pitfall?
Mm-hmm. No, not Pitfall. Raiders of the Lost Ark, based on the movie.
Oh, okay. The memory. Okay,
Yeah.
it's coming back. I got it.
Nick said Pablo was the only guy who brought ET.
My cousin did though. My cousin.
All right, all right,
All right, so Ryan Johnson. So back to Star Wars. So Ryan Johnson gave a little heads up on earlier works of the script, and basically he said, "Did I ever tell you that early on, when I was trying to figure out the story for this, I had a brief idea I was chasing where I had, where I was like, what if Luke was blind? What if he's like the blind samurai? But we didn't do that. You're welcome. Didn't stick." So he wanted to make, you know what? There's only one person blind in the Jedi universe, and that's Kanan from Rebels.
Yeah. That sounds more like a non-story.
You don't know. It could. I mean, I don't know if it could have worked with Luke because everyone would have complained on how he got his eyes. But with Kanan, it was pretty cool because Darth Maul gave him the blindness.
Yeah, Darth Maul did that too. Right.
That was pretty cool.
Or actually, Maul technically, he disavowed the Sith.
Oh yeah, he wasn't Darth. But I mean, it doesn't matter to me if he's blind or not because he still has the Force to lead the way. Like,
and he seems to be doing very well. So, all right.
Yeah, I mean,
we're still in the middle of the final season too.
Yeah.
So
Rebels has been really good,
and it's the last season. Keep that in mind. It's the last season. And Ryan Johnson's got those 3 other movies he's gonna make. Right? He was already given license to create 3 more films.
Yeah, but
it's not related to Skywalkers.
That's good.
We'll find out what it's about. But the one thing that keeps irking me about these new films is the identity of Supreme Leader Snoke. It ticks me off.
Well, Daisy Ridley said that she does not want to play Rey after this film. She's done.
After this one?
Yeah. She said, as far as Ridley is concerned, the future of Rey is pretty much set. She doesn't want to play the character after the next movie.
Wait. No. Oh, after the next movie?
Yeah, Last Jedi. Isn't that
No. Wait a minute.
Episode 9.
Oh, so she's doing 3 movies and that's it.
Yeah, the trilogy.
Yeah, I'm sure she went into this contracting for 3 films because it came in 3. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you got Luke Skywalker. He's in like all 8. He's like all of them.
We don't know that. We don't know if this is his last film. Maybe he dies in this one.
He ain't gonna die in this one.
How do you know that?
I can feel it in the Force. He ain't dying in this one.
All right,
he's not dying in this one.
All right, I rely on that.
Huh? We gotta rely on it.
I'm gonna rely on. I'm gonna trust you on that one.
He's gonna say, "Don't." What he says? You don't want to do this.
No. He said something.
You're not gonna end like you think.
Right.
Wrong. This December. It's not going to end like you think. I was like, oh Lord, Lucas getting like he getting his butt whooped from somebody. Victor said, "Hey, is this podcast on automatic camera switch? I see the camera switching between you guys. Wherever you guys talk. Yes, it is." Nina said, "Do you guys believe the conspiracy that Rey is related to Luke and Kylo?" Yes.
Yeah, I do not buy into it, and I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
I think it's the whole ever since everybody's been traumatized by that famous scene in Empire Strikes Back. I am your father. When Darth Vader told Luke he was his father.
Huh?
So now we have a new Star Wars trilogy, and now everybody's talking about, whose father is she's? Is hers. Like who she's a daughter of, and who's the father of this and the. Maybe this isn't familial. Maybe this is something else. Maybe
I still think her parents is Senator Palpatine. Throw everybody on. It's gonna be.
She's related to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
How? Like, I don't see how he's related to.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi did have a love interest in the novels.
Yeah, but that's in the novels. But in the films, he didn't.
But the novels are canon.
Huh?
Those novels are canon.
But we don't know if there was a relationship there.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. Again, this whole thing about who's related to who's related to what. I think it's overplayed. I think it's overrated. I think we're gonna just need to sit back and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I don't think Rey is related to somebody in particular. She's not Luke's daughter. She's not Han and Leia's daughter. She's not.
But it wouldn't have made sense with Han and Leia because they would have felt her.
Right. They would have
made no sense. And especially Kylo Ren when he had her on the chair, he would have sensed, oh my, that's my sister. So I don't see Rey is a
Calrissian. She's related to Lando.
Yeah, well, he's not in the movie.
Yeah, but he wasn't force sensitive either. So you gotta be.
Emma said Emma said Daisy said that Rey's parents are obvious in The Force Awakens.
I don't know.
Okay, I guess we'll see. I really don't know.
It better not be Han Solo.
Yeah, that's the. You know why I don't want it to be, because that's the most obvious. You know, I hope it's not. I hope it's not. I think it's deeper and darker than that, and I think we're gonna find that out in this movie, and that's what's gonna make us go on. It could be. It could be Palpatine's granddaughter or something, for all we know, or you know, like it's possible. Why not?
I still think she fights like him, but I still think
that Supreme Leader Snoke is Darth Plagueis.
You think so?
It's the only everybody in the Star Wars universe, every fan, when Snoke first showed up, everybody was saying that.
You don't think it's Mace Windu?
Hey, nice.
Well, think about it. He got zapped with power, and then
he flew out the window.
So you never know. And he knows a lot about the Skywalkers, and he knows Anakin. So come on, man, you never know. It could be
Samuel Jackson got hurt, and he turned to the dark side as a result.
Hey, you never know. Anakin turned into the dark side.
I think he's old. You can tell this guy is mega old. This guy's been around for a long time. I really think.
Like Yoda old?
Yeah, maybe, or at least several hundred years old, at least. You know,
I just want Ahsoka Tano. Full
I know, right? Somebody's got to make a movie about her eventually at some point.
Oh yeah,
so she's become so popular since the Clone Wars came out that it's like ridiculous. They're like, okay, give this girl a movie, man. Give her story.
Yeah, well, Rey. Nina said Rey is probably gonna turn up like Darth Vader and turn on the dark side when she learns about her past.
Maybe. You see, that's a thought. You know, like maybe a switcheroo happens, you know, and maybe it's Kylo Ren that becomes, you know. Oh, Jamel says Snoke's identity won't be revealed until after The Last Jedi.
So J.J. Abrams' movie, basically.
And Victor saying that Luke will turn to the dark side. I think we talked about this in one of the episodes, and then we said that Luke's. I don't think Luke's going to turn into the dark side.
Maybe.
I don't think so either. I really don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think the whole idea of The Last Jedi, again, and if I must reiterate, is that Luke discovered something in the first Jedi temple that basically convinced him that, look, this whole Jedi Order thing doesn't work. Neither does the Sith. They've been going at it for millennia, and it's always the same results. It's time for all of this to end, and Rey is going to be a big part of that.
Well, we'll take one more. We'll take one more before we wrap. Emma says, I believe Kylo will turn to the light side. My thing with that is, what was the point of killing your father if you're going to turn the light side in the next movie? That would piss me off. Because it's like,
well, that throws people off. Like, oh, this guy's a jerk. You know, he killed his dad. You know, like that makes you deviate away from that possibility. And then when it happens, people are like, whoa, really?
Jamel said Luke will sacrifice himself to Snoke to save Rey and become the Force like Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he'll be a ghost, a Force ghost.
A Force ghost.
What's the matter with you, Alex?
He's gonna be a Force ghost.
This ain't Casper.
Kylo won't kill Leia. Of course not. They're not gonna do that.
I know, right? They just made it so clear in the preview. Like he had the finger on the button, and Leia's looking, and he's looking. And he's.
Like, you're not gonna pull the trigger, you little pansy. Just do the other. Go the other route.
Oh man, guys.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, you guys are talkative today. So much information.
The live chat's having their own episode.
Yeah, I know they're all fighting against each other now. Like, no, I disagree. I think there's something wrong.
No, I like it. It's like the thinker from The Flash. I'm like, oh my god, I got to think all this stuff. So let's end it here. Ralph, say your thing.
My thing is Strange Planet NYC right here on YouTube. All you have to do is go in the search engine right above and type Strange Planet NYC, and you'll go to my channel where I have all of these reviews of movies, trailers, props, and all this cool stuff that you see behind me here that I talk about regarding the latest in films, both old and new, actually. And come check us out. Come check out Strange Planet NYC.
All right, guys, this was a blast. Actually have fun reading all the tweets while we were doing this stuff live. If you guys haven't subscribed. But also email us at widerangemediapodcast@gmail.com or tweet us at widerangemedia. We do this every Wednesday at 9:00 live. So I hope you enjoy episode 40. I have fun with episode 40.
This is the 40th episode.
Yeah, 40th
we
episode.
Didn't bring it up.
No.
Oh, no.
Yes, it's the 40th episode like Star Wars. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, from me, Alex Figueroa, and my two co-hosts, enjoy.
Take care.